welcome to Steal. Now, our three contestants don't know each other, but by using their knowledge, their perception and sheer deviousness, one of them could leave the show a lot richer than the other two. So let's welcome our contestants. Tim Masser, 32, a building constructor from South London, and you like singing and cycling. Joby Davis, also 32, from North London. You're a lawyer, but you enjoy overseas travel. Susie Sharman, 21, a psychology student from Warwickshire, and you're mad about musicals. Welcome to you all. To play Steal, you first need money. So in round one, I'm going to ask each of our three players 3 questions. Each correct answer is worth £200. So Tim, I'm going to start with you. Now, you're a builder who's a singer, or are you a singer who's a builder?
That's right. I don't tend to do both at the same time, but I like singing.
Oh, you could charge double.
I could charge
a builder should
extra,
be interested in that.
Yes.
OK, well, on this round, you can accumulate up to £600. But if you give me the wrong answer, the money for that question will be divided in between your 2 opponents. So are you ready? Let's play. OK, Tim, here's your first question. What is the unit of electrical resistance called? I'm now going to read you 4 potential answers to that question, only one of which is correct. The moment you hear the correct answer, hit your button and select it. In this game, you are not allowed to hear all the answers and then choose. If you miss the one you want, it's tough, you can't go back. So be decisive. Seaman. Farad. Tesla. Ohm. Was that a guess, or do you think you know?
I actually hadn't really heard of the other 3, but I'm pretty sure from physics a long time ago that the last one was correct.
Let's see if it is. That was the right answer. Well done. Question 2. Which farmyard animal has varieties Tamworth and Gloucester Old Spot? Dog. Pig. Goat. Cow. You selected pig. Do you know a lot about pigs?
I live in South London, so I shouldn't really know, but I suspected it was pig. They've got some unusual names. Let's find out. Pig is the correct answer. OK, third and final question of this round. Who composed the opera Candide? Now, you like singing, you should know this. The answers? Verdi. Britten. Bizet. Bernstein. A guess? No, I knew that one.
Bernstein's the right answer. 3 out of 3. Good start. Susie, so you study psychology.
Yep.
Where are you studying?
At Cambridge.
So you could do with some cash, pay for a big end-of-term party?
I certainly could.
OK, let's see how you do. You know how it plays? When you hear the right answer, hit your button and select it. Here's your first question. Which Greek dish is made from crushed chickpeas and sesame oil? Is it tzatziki? Or perhaps hummus? Taramasalata? Or dolmades? You've gone for hummus. Let's see if you got it right. You have? I think you knew you had. OK, question number 2. In the television series Friends, which role is played by Jennifer Aniston? Is it Monica? Or Phoebe? Is her name Rachel? Or Miranda? You smiled when you pressed Rachel. Let's check. And Rachel it is. OK, third and final question. What is the most abundant gas in the universe? OK, your answers. Hydrogen. Oxygen. Nitrogen. Or helium. That was the only option left to you. Let's see if it's the right one. No, it's not. It's actually hydrogen. 2 out of 3. Not bad, though. Not bad at all. So Joby, you've been standing there doing nothing and you already have earned £100.
I know, it's what a good lawyer should be doing.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Okay, time for you to answer your first question. In Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, what card was the fearsome queen? Was it Queen of Clubs, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds, or perhaps Queen of Spades? You pressed Queen of Hearts. Are you sure it's Queen of Hearts?
I think so, yeah.
Let's have a look. You're right, Queen of Hearts it is. Question number 2. Cardiff is located at the mouth of which river? Is it the Ebu, Taff, Usk, or Severn? At the mouth of the River Severn. Let's find out. Taff, Joby, Taff.
Served.
Now, question number 3. This is the final one for you of this round. Wallace and Gromit were the stars in which of these films? The Wrong Socks, the Wrong Box, the Wrong Shirt, the Wrong Trousers. Now that was your only option at the end. Is that why you took it, or do you think it could be the answer?
No, I'm not sure actually. I thought it was actually the first one.
The first one. Oh, and you can't change. And it's a good job, really, because that is the right answer. 2 out of 3. And after 9 questions, let's see how the scores are looking. In equal second place, we have Susie and Joby with £500. And powering away at the front is Tim with £800. Now, in round 2, you can win yet more money, but you also get the chance to steal from your opponents. This time, you each get 5 questions, and I'm going to start again with you, Tim. Each question is worth £200 for a correct answer, but as before, if you get it wrong, the money will be shared between your opponents. However, this time you can choose to gamble and pass your question over to an opponent, like Joby, for example. Now, if you do that, we'll take £100 of your money and we'll match it with £100 of Joby's money, and the question will be now worth £400. If Joby answers correctly, he'll get the £400. If he's wrong, the £400 comes to you. That is, unless, of course, Joby chooses to send the question back to you and doesn't answer you. You can keep passing the question back and forth, and each time the question is passed, we will raise the stakes by £100 from both of you. The pot grows and grows and grows until one of you decides to answer the question, or until one of you has to answer the question because you have no more money left. So this time, it's not just about what you know, it's about what you think your opponents don't know. Okay, Tim, first question. Who composed the songs You're the Top and Anything Goes? Now you have the option to pass this question on or answer it yourself.
It's difficult. I know that Susie likes musicals, so I think she might know. The reason I say this is because I'm going to play it.
Right, okay, good for you. The answers are as follows. Who composed the songs The Top and Anything Goes? Noel Coward, Jerome Kern, Sammy Cahn, or Cole Porter? You had to go for Cole Porter because he was the last on the list. Do you think it's him?
I think it's him.
Let's find out if it is. It is Cole Porter. Well done. Money comes to you. Okay, question number 2. Seen from Earth, what is the brightest star in the night sky?
I'd also like to play this.
The answers? Orion, Sirius, Alpha Centauri, or is it Venus? Well, you had to go for Venus because
know it's wrong.
the last on the list. I'm
Venus
afraid
is a planet.
it is wrong. Sirius is the correct answer. Okay, well, you gave some cash to your opponents there. Never mind.
I did.
You're still in the lead. Question number 3. On which date in 1944 did the D-Day landings take place? Take it or pass it?
I'm going to pass this to Susie.
Okay. On which date in 1944 did the D-Day landings take place? Answer or pass it back to Tim?
I don't think Tim knows. I'm going to pass it back to him.
Okay. Tim, it's coming back to you. It's now worth £600. You're going to answer it, or you're going to up your stake and pass it back?
I'm going to gamble and pass it back.
Susie, it's coming your way again. Worth, of course, £800 now. On which date in 1944 did the D-Day landings take place?
Okay, I'll play this one.
The answers are as follows. June the 6th. July the 6th. May the 6th. August the 6th. You selected July the 6th. Afraid not. It was June the 6th.
Yeah.
So £800 goes into Tim's wallet. Question 4. By what name is the Jewish Festival of Light also known?
I think I know this. I'm going to play it.
Okay. The answers? Passover. Pesach. Purim. Hanukkah. Is that what you thought?
It actually isn't. I thought it was the Feast of Tabernacles, but maybe one of those is that in disguise.
Okay, well, let's find out which one. That was a lucky guess, Tim. Hanukkah is correct. Okay, it's your last question for round 2. What is a nanometer used to measure? Take it or pass it?
I'd like to pass this one, please, and I don't think Joby will know this. I'd like to pass it to him.
Right, so Joby, what is a manometer used to measure?
I don't think Tim knows this, so I'll pass it back.
Tim, it's coming back to you. Now worth £600. Nanometer, what's
I'm
it
doing
used to
quite
measure?
well with a bit of luck, and I think I can afford to gamble. I'm going to pass it back to Joby again.
Okay, Joby. Don't want to point it out, but you're down to £300 now. Tim, of course, can afford to gamble because he's on 1,400. Take it or pass it back. What is a nanometer used to measure?
I'm going to pass it back.
The question now stands at £1,000. What is a nanometer used to measure?
I'll play this one now, please.
Let's find out if you're bluffing or not. The answers are hand size, crowd size, fluid pressure, virility. Really, Tim? Oh dear, I'd love to meet your doctor. Okay, let's find out what the real answer is. Fluid pressure. So Tim, that was your last question in this round. You won some, you lost some. Let's see how Susie does. You know the rules, and here's your first question. Which Teletubby is red?
Well, I'm not doing too well at the moment. I'm lagging behind a bit, so I'm going to play this one.
Okay, the answers are Tinky Winky, Lala, Dipsy, or is it Poe? Well, you can't go back, so you had no other choice other than Poe. Do you still think it's Poe?
Yeah.
Let's check. You are a Teletubbies fan.
Maybe a bit.
Question number 2. Which 19th century poet wrote The Charge of the Light Brigade? Take or pass to one of the boys.
I'm going to pass this one to Joby. I don't think I'll know this.
Joby, Susie thinks you know nothing about English literature. Which 19th century poet wrote The Charge of the Light Brigade?
I don't think Susie will know this. I'm going to pass it back to her.
You don't think Susie will know? Okay, let's pass it back. Susie, it's now worth £600. And it's coming back your way. Which 19th century poet wrote The Charge of the Light Brigade? Do you know it? Are you bluffing? Are you going to send it back?
I'll play it.
Okay, the answers? Wordsworth. Or Tennyson. Or Keats. Or could it be Frost? You selected Tennyson. Well done. Question number 3. To which American Indian tribe did Geronimo belong?
I'm going to pass this over to Tim.
Okay. Tim, it's coming your way.
I'm going to pass it back to Susie.
Okay. Susie, it's coming back your way.
I'll take it.
Sure?
Yep.
Okay, let's find out if you know the answer. The Sioux. Not Cherokee? Or perhaps Apache? Navajo. Okay, you picked the Sioux. Any particular reason?
No, unfortunately.
Let's find out if you are correct or not. No, the answer was Apache. Did you know that, Tim?
I was going to say Cherokee, so I'm
didn't know
extremely
either.
lucky.
You're extremely lucky. Okay, Susie, we're now on to your question number 4. How many children did Queen Victoria and Prince Albert have? Are you going to pass this one or are you going to take it?
I'm going to pass this to Joby.
Okay, Joby, it's coming over to you. Do you know?
I'm going to see whether Susie knows this one.
Okay, I've noticed this is your strategy, to hand it back to Susie. Okay, Susie, we're coming back to you. Question's now worth £600.
Again, I'm going to play it.
You're going to play it. Good for you. Okay, the answers are 7, 8, was it 9? Or did they only have 6? Well, that was the last option available to you. Let's see if it was correct. It was 9. Okay, this is your last question for this round. Where in the human body would you find bones called carpals?
I'm going to pass it to Tim.
Okay, Tim is coming over to you. I don't know if Susie's bluffing here and she knows the answer and thinks you don't, or whether she just doesn't know. Anyway, it's in your hands. Where in the human body would you find bones called the carpals?
I think Susie might know this, but I'm going to play it.
Okay. Are they in the wrist? Or the foot? The spine? Or would you find carpals in your knee? Oh dear, Tim. All matters medical. You should avoid them. Let's find out what the answer is here. Wrist. Well done, Susie. £400 coming your way. Okay, Joby, it's now your turn to pay or play. And your first question is, in which year was Nelson Mandela freed from prison? Taking it or passing it?
I'll pass it to Susie.
Okay, Susie. Nelson Mandela coming your way. Which year was he released from prison?
Got a feeling I'm being picked on here, but I'll pass it back to Joby.
Good for you. Joby, In which year was Nelson Mandela freed from prison?
I will play this.
You will play it for £600. The answers are 1989, 1990, 1991, or 1992. Now you say 1991. 1990. Right decade though. Okay, question number 2. In a game of Scrabble, how many points is the letter Q worth? Take it or pass it?
I'll pass this to Tim. I like
Okay.
Scrabble, but
Tim?
I'm not sure whether Tim does.
I know this one, and so I'm going to play it, please, Ruth.
Well, you could have bluffed and built
I
up the
could have
money.
bluffed, but I have a feeling Joby knows.
Right, okay, let's hear the answers. In a game of Scrabble, how many points is the letter Q worth? 10. 8. Is it worth 12? Or perhaps 6? See if that's the right answer. Well done, Tim. Joby, next question. Which Channel 5 game show did Keith Chegwin present wearing only a hat?
I think the others will also know this, so I'll play this.
You're going to play it, okay. Right, the answers on Keith Chegwin are The Nude Quiz, As Nature Intended, Bare Essentials, Naked Jungle. You've gone for Naked Jungle. Let's find out if you're right. Naked Jungle, I think you watched it.
I'm in denial if I did.
Next question. This is your penultimate question of this round. What is the Christian name of the fictional detective Inspector Morse? Do you watch that?
I do. I'll pass that to Tim.
Passing it to Tim. Okay, Tim, for £400, what is Inspector Morse's Christian name?
I'm going to play this, please, because I think Joby knows, and I'm not sure. So I want to nip this one in the bud.
Right, that's a wise move if you don't know the answer. Okay, and the answers are Edward, Enfield, Endeavour, or Endurance. Which one do you wish you'd said?
Well, not the name of Shackleton's boat. I think it was the first one.
Let's find out if you're right or not. It's actually Endeavour. Apparently that was a closely guarded secret.
Wow, well, I didn't expect that.
Joby, your last question of this round. What was the name of the pop group created in the TV show Pop Stars? Take or pass?
I was unfortunately away when this show was on, but I'm sure the other two will know this, so I'm going to play it and hope I'm lucky.
Okay, well, here are the answers. Here and Now, Ear Play, 5 Play, Hearsay. Okay, you've gone for Here and Now. Let's see if you're right. Hearsay was the answer. So, who was smart, who wasn't, and who was just downright lucky? Let's check the scores. In last place, Susie with £1,300. Next, we have Joby with £1,600, and leading the way is Tim with £1,900. Now, because you've accumulated the most money, you automatically go into the final, and you get to choose who you play against. Whoever you choose, we will add your money to their money to make the pot that one of you can steal for yourselves. So, will you choose Joby? because he's got the most cash? Or will you choose Susie, because on current form, she's possibly the easiest to beat? Who are you going to challenge?
Well, I think both of them are going to be quite hard to beat. There was a lot of pressure and quite close scores. But I think Joby's got the most money, and combined with mine...
Spoken like a true builder. Okay.
Combined with mine might be a good final pot. So I'm going to choose Joby.
Okay, Joby, you're going to play in the final. And your money and that of Tim's combined is a whopping great 3,500. And that's the minimum prize that one of you will take away tonight. Tim, you had the highest score, so the money starts on your side of the line. Joby, each time you get a correct answer, the money will move one place towards you, which means you have to get 2 answers right in a row to get control of the money. Every time Tim gets a question right, the money will move one place towards him. Whoever has possession of the money at the end of the 3 minutes will steal it all. Now remember, if you both choose the same answer, the first player to hit the button will be selected. And of course, every time that either of you gets a question right, we'll add an extra £200 to the pot. You get 3 minutes. Good luck to you both. Here we go. How many squares are there on a standard chessboard? 32. 48. 64. 80. The answer's 64. The money moves one place towards Joby. What is the 23rd letter of the English alphabet? Is it W? Is it V? X? U? The answer's W. Tim's got it, and the money moves back towards him. Which British designer, famed for her lingerie, sold her company to Burley? Anne Summers. Janet Reagan. Mary Quant. Jeanette Gossard. Tim knows his knickers, it's Janet Reagan. Which group had a hit album called What's the Story, Morning Glory? Was it Suede? Or Pulp? Bad Boys Oasis? Blur? The answer's Oasis. Joby has it, the money moves towards him. Next question. The number which appears in the bottom part of a fraction is known as the fractal. The numerator. The cuspid. The denominator. Right answer. Joby has the money on his side of the line. Next question. In which country was revolutionary Che Guevara killed in 1967? Bolivia. Cuba. Colombia. Chile. The answer is Bolivia. 1 minute to go. What is the maximum possible score in 10-pin bowling? Is it 100? Is it 200? 300? 500? The answer's 300. The money is back on Tim's side of the line. What is a cachalot? A hiding place. Is it a small onion? A counting machine? Or a sperm whale? It's the right answer. Joby's got the money back. 20 seconds left. What type of tree features on the flag of Lebanon? The walnut tree. The cedar. The oak. The palm. The answer's the cedar. Tim, the money is back with you. What is the capital of Bangladesh? Time's up. In the nick of time. Congratulations to all our players, but most of all to Tim. Well done. You're going home with a grand total of £5,100, most of which you stole from Susie and Joby. To win on this game, you really do need nerves of steel. I'll see you next time. Oh.
If you like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel for more game show gems here in the vault. You can also find more fun stuff on our Facebook page or connect with other fans on the Wink Facebook groups.